Lightning one more time. Gonna ride it one more time, 'cause there ain't no finish line. Gonna ride that lightning one more time. Gonna ride that lightning.
Woo! Everybody get in on this. What a talent he ordered on the International Space
Station. Sounds like it was recorded in a tin can. Yeah. I'll tell you that.
Here he is with his brand new album, and that's a piece of it. Welcome, Commander Hatfield again.
Thanks. Good morning.
How cool is this? Because music has been a part of your life forever.
Yeah, my mom's a musician, and I grew up with music, and it's just natural to play no matter where you go. And there's a Canadian guitar up on the space station, so I knew I'd be playing up there, and I thought, why not just record some songs, write some songs, see what happens. And it's been a couple years, and we thought we should try and share them. And so, yeah, album comes out October 9th.
What was the biggest challenge recording in space? It was just your voice, and it was acoustic with the guitar.
Actually, trying to play guitar is really hard because there's nothing to hold it in place, no gravity to hold it on your knee or to hang. So every time you move the guitar just takes off all over the place. So it's a little hard to stabilize.
But you can use that because rock stars do that all the time. They spin their guitar.
Yeah, it's easy to do a backflip or spin a guitar.
It would probably be very difficult to smash that guitar, though, if you were like Ozzy Osbourne.
That guitar's been around the world about 100,000 times, so it would be a shame. And it's made out in Vancouver. That's a Larry Vey, and so it's pretty nice that there's a Canadian guitar up on the space station.
What did it feel like when Space Oddity, for you, when it went viral? Because there you are, you're doing your thing. You were the most and are the most social media savvy astronaut ever, doing us so proud as a Canadian up there, doing the walk, and yet here you are recording sessions, making videos, and then it goes viral. Some 25 million hits for Space Oddity.
I just did it just as a project with my son, really. He said, Dad, you should record Space Oddity. There's a lot of people online think you should cover it from there. And I'd never covered Bowie before. I'd never, it's like, how do you cover Bowie? But I thought I'll give it a try. And once we had a vocal, then a couple, M. Greiner is a really good musician from near Sarnia, and a friend named Joe Corcoran put the instrumentals underneath, and Bowie loved it. And so I made the video one afternoon up there, and then my son and a friend, Andrew Tidby, put together the video, and we just released it. It was just kind of a part-time project while living on the station. It's been amazing to see people that didn't even know there was a space station now see it as a place that we live. And it's kind of nice.
It gives a chance for people to realize, wait a minute, Canada is a contributing member.
Yeah.
And I think what you do for the Space Agency and the Canadian Space Program now, by continuing on with social media. I mean, I've been in a lot of your Periscope. I can't even get in to chat on your Periscope. The rooms fill up so quickly. But just your tweets, you're very active in that.
I do stuff with schools all the time, too. I use social media and Skype to tie in. I do Q&A with students all through the school year, and I teach at university. To me, it's a really important part. And this album, I mean, my profits go to music education. This album is just another way to let people see what it's like actually to live off the planet, be one of the first people to go away.
And you made it relatable through your music. I read somewhere that you described
like actually to live off the planet, be one of the first people to go away.
And you made it relatable through your music. I read somewhere that you described it as all of these songs and the compilation of this album is sort of like a musical photograph, and that you were writing things based on how you felt as an artist, not just as, this brilliant engineer and astronaut. So
well, to me, it's all the same. I take a picture and then try and share it. I maybe write some words, talk to some students, or write a song, and it helps. Some people understand things best through music, and so I think the hundreds of millions that have seen that oddity with all the rebroadcasts, I think it helps show that some people find music the best way to communicate a human experience. So to me, it's just part of it.
And we always say it is a small world, and nobody knows that better than you, looking at it from way back there, and then sharing on social media and sharing your music like this and seeing the love that's coming your way for this next chapter.
And
it's delightful.
We should give a shout out as well to Milton.
Yep. Milton is where my parents lived. I was there last night visiting my mom and dad, and I was born in Sarnia, so yeah, and the two hometowns I grew up in.
Every time I say, from Milton, Commander Chris, and I get all these people from Sarnia saying, excuse me, he's from Sarnia. And everybody wants to claim you.
Yeah, well, it's lovely. We served outside Canada for 26 years, my family and I, and to now be able to come back after living in Russia and the U.S. for so long, to be able to come back and settle and try and contribute and sort of reintegrate into this amazing thing we call Canada. It's a really lovely position to be in, so I'm happy to be claimed. It's nice.
What are your kids and what is your wife saying about it? I mean, it's pretty recent, this newfound fame in terms of like a rock star is how you're perceived. How do they deal with all of this?
Well, I first flew in space 20 years ago, and
Yeah.
even after that, we were no longer private citizens. I was on the cover of Time and on postage
Oh, just
stamps and
Time?
stuff.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
but Time
yeah.
magazine.
But so
no big deal.
it's been a public life for quite a while. But I guess it sort of depends what people are talking to you for. If someone stops you in the street, it's really nice what people talk to me about, and they're proud of the things that I've done and what it represents. So I'm pretty delighted to be in this role.
We're very excited to have you, and this is going to be a BT first. You're going to hear this incredible talent sing, and he's going to do it live from space. No, we're not sending him out. Live from our studio. Coming up right after this. It's called Space Session, Songs from a Tin Can. It's available October 9th, and you're going to get a sample of it right after this. Thank you so much. Do you need any warm-ups?